give us estimates of 3 to 4 years before we can move in, get all.
We sent Jana to find out what students would like to see in the new school.
Think of being in our new school.
All right, new school. We should have a water park that has a 300-foot slide and live dolphins and a whale, preferably Shamu. We can buy that from SeaWorld.
I really think we need a moon bounce room.
Strobe lights. Lions. Llamas.
A beach.
Oh, we have to have a slip and slide. And then also to get the class, we should have like water chambers where you just insert yourself in there and it flies you to your classroom, because that'd be great.
More space, more windows, more suitable conditions for individual research. That's it.
I want a dungeon.
I think I want like a roller coaster going around the whole school, and then it'll stop you at certain classes, you know.
I think our whole security team should be replaced by wolves.
A volcano. A volcano. A volcano would be great.
Wow, the students sure have some strange ideas. And now let's check in with Ali for the weather.
Thank you, Emma. As you can see here, we've got some severe weather moving through the cafeteria and heading down to the south side of the building by Ms. Sipar's room. Let's go to our correspondent Ben to check it out.
Sorry. As you can see, it's pretty cold over here. The air conditioning has been turned up 30% more than the rest of the building. Students are clutching their sides as they walk through the hallway.
Thank you, Ben. In other weather news, we've got some storms heading down into the mall area. We've sent our correspondent Mike to check it out.
It's raining!
Not only am I going to challenge the team captains of our very own teams to their own sports, I'm going to beat them, while doing so recapping our year in athletics.
High-tech sports teams had amazing seasons this year. The softball team made it all the way to the state championships after winning 18 straight games. The boys tennis team was 14-1 in the Seglio division, reaching the county semifinal. Now let's see how the basketball teams fared. The boys team finished 16-6.
Oh my God!
Girls team finished 20-5, reaching the Seglio division final. What about the bowling teams? Well, the girls had an undefeated regular season and reached the finals of the county tournament. The boys team finished third in the Northern Division, and both teams went to the state tournament. Finally, the high-tech soccer team was undefeated in their division and won the county championships for the 4th straight time.
Come on!
Wow, our teams are really good. I guess I need more practice.
Well, that was intense. Thanks, Chris. And now we have a commentary by High Tech's own Randy Mooney.
Oh, hi there. You know, I've been thinking a lot recently about a lot of things. In between my naps and medication, I have a lot of time to ponder. For example, America's educational system. Kids have all these knickknacks and paddywhacks that my graduating class of 1887 didn't have. For example, the transportation. What is it with these buses? They're so yellow. They make my retinas hurt. I can't even stand looking at them. Another thing. These little pencils. Who can write with these little sticks? I have a better method. The quill and ink. Let me write my name for you. While I write my name, I'll think about another thing to complain about. The iPod. Everyone carries them nowadays. What's so good about them? The people at Apple say they can hold 20,000 songs. I don't see any vinyl records. Let's put it to the test. Hammers. Not what they used to be. These things actually hold up quite well. I call them eye liars. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy. That's all the time we have for this episode of 6 Minutes. See you next time.
Did you ever wonder how New Jersey became such a diverse place? Hudson County as of 1990 contains the most foreign-born immigrants in New Jersey. Over 30% of Hudson County's population are foreign-born immigrants. Most immigrants opt to reside in Hudson County because of the natural living feasibilities. Also because the culture adapts to you rather than you having to adjust to the particular way of life.
I'm in Russian, Australian, Swedish, Dutch, Finnish, and British.
My family came from Ecuador originally.
Pakistan.
It's disputed territory, either Poland or Germany. It depends on where the marker was pre-World War I.
My family is primarily from Hong Kong.
I take great pride in being a native of Pakistan.
Yeah, I don't know, it's pretty cool. I'm from like 7 or 8 different places. I don't know, you don't hear that often.
My family came over to America around like 1970 something. In the 70s.
So it was probably rough doing. Language barriers, of course. The beginnings of the rapid assimilation, or attempts at assimilation, which came years later, once the language barrier was sort of broken. So I imagine, based upon the discussions with my parents, that it wasn't very easy for my grandparents. You know, monolinguals and first and second generation Americans take for granted the immigrant experience. It's a very scary, precarious endeavor.
In terms of adapting, it was difficult. Primarily because we're the first generations. My parents were the first generations here, and I'll be the second generations. One of the biggest, of course, most of the biggest problems is communications. They don't know English at all. So it was more of a really, what happened was, it's also towards an advantage because my dad, he doesn't know English a lot, so we lived in Chinatown, it's primarily Chinese society, so we stick with what we know best, working in Chinatown, and after 20 years, here I am.
I basically had to dedicate myself. I focused on what I was supposed to do and, particularly to provide for my family, and it has been good so far.
Well, my grandfather was American in the first place, and he headed to Ecuador to meet my grandmother who's Ecuadorian. So when he came here, everything was perfect for him, but my grandmother needed to learn how to get around, She was new to the place.
What is your take on war?
I am totally against any type of war. I'm a pacifist. Just like the founder of Pakistan, Muhammad Ali Jinnah was, and his colleague Mahatma Gandhi was. The greatest of leaders always stood up for peace, not for war.
Hudson County has welcomed so many immigrants that the county has ranked them 8th in the country for the highest number of foreign-born immigrants. Until next time, I'm Al Gaston signing off.
Ruby Hankey embodies perseverance, creativity, and poise. Since coming to high tech in 2005, she's become an important fixture in the Performing Arts department. Today on the 401 Student Spotlight, we'll explore Ruby's past, present, and future.
Ruby Hankey. Man, that girl, she's got a lot of talent.
She has one of the best voices in musical theater.
Like, she is extraordinary in academics, and as people may know, like, she is very well versed in the arts.
So what made you so intrigued? Like, what about high-tech musical theater drew you in to audition for them?
Our program here, I mean, there's just something, there's an energy that you see with a group of people, and you know, okay, they have that sense of dedication, sense of family in their group. And both of the shows that I saw were really excellent.
I think one of the greatest qualities that Ruby has is that she is not only a leader, but she's also an incredible team player.
Are there any other things that you dedicate yourself to other than high-tech and high-tech musical theater?
Yeah, I do dancing outside of school. And, I have a group